The richest unsolved murder in Canadian history and the clue that everybody ignores. Everyone talks about the murders of Barry and Honey Sherman. The most important clue, the one that changes the whole vibe of the case, nobody ever talks about that part. Oh, December 2017, one of Canada's wealthiest families. They were found staged beside their indoor pool, sitting upright, legs crossed. Belts were looped around their necks and tied to a railing behind them. There were no signs of forced entry, there was no ransacking, and no struggle. Police first floated the idea that this was a murder suicide, but the Sherman kids fired back instantly. They hired their own investigators, and within weeks, their private autopsy revealed the truth. Both were murdered. Months later, police finally changed their official stance and admitted that this was a targeted double homicide. But here's the part that blows my mind and the part that barely anybody seems to touch on. There was zero defensive wounding on either of them, not even a scratch. That means that whoever did this didn't have to fight them. They didn't have to force their way in, and they did not panic. Shermans either knew who this was or they trusted them enough to let them walk right in to the most secure part of their home. And the staging wasn't random either. Their pose mirrored a sculpture that they owned called the Thinker, which makes this look less like chaos and more like a message. There were also weird financial pressures around Barry at this time. There were lawsuits that were involving his company Apotex. He had business enemies that he openly referred to in interviews. But investigators said that they found no signs of a break in, there was no ransom, no typical organized crime signature. It's like the killer wanted to be seen, but only by the person who the message was meant for. The craziest part is there's still been no arrest since 2017. Toronto police say that they have a person of interest was caught on a blurry security video walking near the property, but they've never released a name. The family is offering a $10 million reward. The lead detectives admitted that they've gone through over 1,000 tips, but that the motive is still unknown. It's almost like the closer you look, the less the story makes sense. Oh, yeah, the richest unsolved murder in Canadian history might hinge on just one thing. The Shermans didn't fear their killer, they let them in. Make sure to follow me for more.